Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you didn't happen in a movie. It happened to a real village, a Christian village, wiped off the earth in a single night. This place was called Gidan Masa, a quiet home of farmers, children, and an old church bell that had only ever called people to prayer, until the night it screamed. Because on that night, the bell rang at midnight. Pastor Daniel pulled it with all his strength, shouting, "They're here! Wake up!"
They're here! They're here!
But it was already too late. From the darkness, dozens of torches rose like burning eyes. Then the first gunshot tore the night open. Panic exploded. Men grabbed their hunting rifles, but they were no match for the invaders' AK-47s. Rusted, shaking, powerless, mothers dragged their children into the bushes. Houses began to burn before anyone could even scream. The attackers moved like ghosts. No mercy, no hesitation, no faces. Just fire, and bullets, and silence. Pastor Daniel refused to run. He stood at the church door, clutching a wooden cross. Flames climbed the walls. Gunshots echoed. And Gidan Masa lost its last defender. By the time the shooting stopped, the village was gone. Not destroyed, erased. At sunrise, the survivors crawled out of the bush, barefoot, shaking, covered in ashes that used to be their homes. The only thing left standing was the church bell tower, blackened, cracked, but somehow still upright, a ghost of everything they had lost. They took the bell, the last piece of their world, and walked for days, through villages burned just like theirs, through silence so heavy it felt alive. Everywhere they went, they heard the same story. Families wiped out, churches torched, children missing. In a war the world refuses to see. But Gidan Masa did not die. The survivors built a new village far away from the ashes. And in the center they placed the cracked bell, not to ring again, but to remind them of the night the world abandoned them. This story is not fiction. It is a shadow of the violence haunting countless communities in Nigeria. A war without headlines, a tragedy without justice. And if we don't tell these stories, the world will never know what was lost in the dark.